Hi, my name is Paul and welcome to my tutorials on Microsoft Excel. What I'm going to be doing is teaching you Microsoft Excel right from the very beginning. So if you're not familiar with it, the first screen you'll be looking at after you've opened the application will be something similar to this. If you've gone a little bit further than this screen, the likelihood is you probably clicked on this particular area here. Once doing that, we'll automatically open up a blank document as you see on the screen now. One of the first things that I always recommend you do when you've opened up a blank document is go straight up to the top left to File, click on File, click on Save As. I always go to My Computer and into Browse. Now I've actually saved mine to a removable memory stick, so I would click on that, and I've already called mine Video Training Doc, and what I would do is I would give it a name, save it to a file location that you're happy with, but I tend to save mine as Excel 97 to 2003 workbooks or Excel workbook. They're the two main ones that I do use. You can explore, but they're the ones that I tend to use. Okay, so once you've done that, click Save, and we're ready to start. Okay, what you're looking at is something quite straightforward. Before you start compiling a spreadsheet, the first thing you need to know is a cell reference. What does it mean? Well, clearly on the screen, this particular cell here is in column C and it's in row 3, so its cell reference is C3. Again, this one here is in column J and it's in row 11, so its reference is J11. It's always a letter first followed by a number. So everything you type into a cell would be in a particular reference. So if I was to type hello into this cell, its reference would be F6. Okay, so we've just been explaining about cell references, and now we need to know about cell widths and row widths. And if you notice that all of these boxes that go downwards are all the same width, and if you need to know the size of that particular width, if you hover your mouse between the two and then click on the line, hold the mouse down, it'll tell you the size, so that's 8.43. If you need to make the cell width bigger, just literally drag the mouse to the left or the right and instantly let go. The cell in any cell in the particular row will be a bigger size. Now if you want to do that for more than one particular row, say you have quite a few rows, maybe 100, it's quite a tiring task. So what you can do is if you click your mouse in the top and literally drag across, so you run across the alphabet and let go, everything within this area here is cloned, and all you need to do is go to Format, Column Width, and then you can type in a new size. So if we type in say 10, hit enter or return, it's now moved everything to a larger size. If you're not quite happy with that, click on Format, Column Width, type in a large number, it's instantly made everything larger. Now the other thing you can do is exactly the same on the row. So that says 15, but let's just say for sake of argument we want to select the first 10 cells and make them larger than 15. Again, go up to Format, Row Height, and select say 25. Straight away you can see everything's became a lot bigger. And if you don't like what you've done, you want to move everything back to how it was, just keep on hitting the arrow key back and the cells will revert back to the original size. So again, just to clarify, if you need to check the size of the cell, just click between the two cells and it'll tell you the size. Hold the mouse key down, let go, hold the mouse key down to bring it back up, let go. And if you want to make one particular row wider, click it down, move the mouse, let go. Now it's ideal if you've got a word like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but if you've got, say, a number, let's just say 01, and as you can see, 1 takes up a huge space, so we need to minimize that space to fit the cell. Let's just say we took 15 on the next. It shows up a hash because there's not enough room. So what you can do is if you double click on that line, it instantly moves the cell row to the adequate width of whatever's in those cells. So if I type in hello, how are you? As you notice, just double click, it instantly moves the cell to the largest text. Okay. Okay, so what we're looking at is a basic spreadsheet that I've just quickly put together. And if you look, you've only got a first name. You've got Alf, Adam, Chris, Dom, Eric, Graham. And suddenly you realise that you need to put another row in because you haven't put their surname in. So you think, well, I need to have their surname next to name, between name and date. So what you would do is you would need it to be between D and E. So if you go up to E, and with the right hand side button on the mouse, click down, and then if you click on insert, it'll instantly insert a column into that area there. Again, if you needed one between date and room, click on G, right click, insert, and again you've put a column into that area there. Now for example, you've got Alf, Adam and Chris, but suddenly a Brian's turned up, which is B, so you need to put B between A and C. So you just go along to number 5, left hand side click to select the line, right hand side click to select the options, and then click on insert, and instantly pushes Chris and everybody below him down. So you can now type in Brian. Okay.